Hey guys, alright, so it's Sunday the 20-something of August, I don't even know, but came out here, what, 24th? Okay, the man behind the camera is telling me 24, so I thought we'd come out here and actually see if we can get the Harley running. Last time, ooh, what was that? Last time we got it to crank with the new battery I got from my buddy, and now we're gonna see if I'm building a jumper. I got it right here. We're going to put this on the starter solenoid, and I'm going to try and do a few things. I got some starting fluid. I want to put the exhaust on, see if it pops off, and if that works, then we're going to stick some gasoline to it and see if we can get this thing to run. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so you can see here, this is the trigger for the starter solenoid, and this is the input power, and this is the output power going over to the starter over here. So all I did... Now, my starter relay drives the Harley starter relay, so all I have to do is jump the trigger wire to the incoming power. That's what I did last time with the long wire jumper that I had on here. So we're going to take this little guy that I just made, and we're going to go from here, right? And we're just going to loop it around to here. And that's it. It's just going to sit right there, and that's going to pass power from my starter relay to this starter relay to the starter. It just took me a few minutes to make this. I don't know, it's like high strand 12 gauge or something like that. It should be plenty sufficient. We're going to put on our screws here. I have to do this first before I put the exhaust on, because, you know, the exhaust is right here. This pipe comes down, it's right in the way of where we're trying to work here. So we got that one on. We got, come on, that's the tricky part, getting your hands in here. Luckily there's enough room. Come on, there we go. And let's see here, the small one is a, what is this, 3/8, I believe. Yep, 3/8, and the big one's gonna be 5/8. All right, let's get this put on. Let's get this tightened up. Now I'm just gonna kind of hold my finger here to kind of keep the wire centered when I do this. Let's see, is it going the right way? No. I did already tighten down. Make sure all your nuts are tightened. If you know what I mean. All right. So, okay, that one's done. Now we're going to move to the top one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of hold on to the wire so that the whole thing doesn't rotate. I kind of like it where it's at, like basically touching nothing else. I mean, because everything else, well, the lug down here is power anyways, but you know, you wouldn't want this to short anything. Okay, all right, there we go. And that should be it. Now I'll go around to the other side, and we'll stick our battery on the other side. And we'll kind of get it hooked up. I got to hook up a few different grounds. Again, I'm probably just going to use a test clip for a moment to hook up all the grounds, but hang on a second. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the video content Iceman 50 is presenting, I urge you to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thanks. What? Watch the video.
Alright everybody, so the next thing to go on is the exhaust. I have our special slidey bolt. Put that in the slidey bit. And these are drag specialties, drag pipes, and the clamps, I got heavy duty clamps, and they are 6mm hex. They're not 1/4 inch. I thought they were going to be 1/4 inch, but they're not. So all we got to do is get this in here, get this clamp in the right place so I can access it. that in there. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. Honeymoon fit. Alright. And then there is the nut that I took off. It's got a Kep's nut on it. Or a Kep's washer. Technically, I think the whole thing's a Kep's nut. We're gonna get this on here. Can't see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of play in here. Okay, we're gonna leave that kind of loose a little bit, and we're gonna get our clamp. And I know you can't really see it, but I'm doing it so that the clamp's pointing up, so I have the best chance of tightening this thing up. It's on there. It's on there. All right. It's gonna take a minute. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to run the. Whoops! I'm not gonna be able to run the Kickstarter with these pipes. The kick just hits right here, so we're gonna have to do something with the shaft. Maybe I'll, maybe I could find like a little chrome piece, or just put some black heat shrink over it or something. There's not much I can do because can't use the kick, and I don't want to use the kick. These things are notorious for blowing out your knee, and my right knee is already blown out, so I'm not going to do that. That's why we went electric start. That's the whole reason I converted this thing, because and in fact my kick does the thing where you kick it halfway and then all of a sudden the bottom drops out of it, and yeah, you'll overextend your knee. Like I said, we're just gonna tighten this up. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't use the clamps that they give you with they're not really strong enough. Like I said, these are these heavy duty clamps. Okay, it's pretty tight on there. All right, now we're going to look at our exhaust. That's somewhere there is this close, and then we're going to find I don't know what it's going to be, 13 or 14 millimeter. I don't know what this nut's going to be. Let's see. 14 looks kind of big. It is. It kind of sucks, I tried my hardest. 99% of the hardware on this thing is standard, but there's a few things like this. I can't remember it all. Oh, the nut on the clutch ramp is like a 22 millimeter nut instead of, I don't know, inch and an eighth or whatever the heck it is. But there are a few nuts and bolts on this thing that are metric, but the majority of them are standard. It's just some of the shit you buy comes with metric hardware, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, there we go. That's not going anywhere. All right. Let me work on. You know what? We should add the trans oil, just in case. Let's do that. Hang on. All right, guys. So we're gonna throw in some trans oil. I got this V-twin primary and transmission fluid, designed for V-twin drivelines. Sure. So there's like 32 ounces in this. It says it takes like, I don't know, it's close to 32 ounces. This is our fill hole. We're just gonna fill it up. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna dump this whole thing in there. I mean, who cares? I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but that's what Mr. J told me to do too. Just dump it in. Don't overthink it. He said, I probably wouldn't worry because it's probably just going to leak out anyways at some point. So, it is what it is. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to open the bottle up. The weather outside is perfect. It's really nice. Got a good breeze. Oh, there's a hog. And yeah, it's really nice. The last couple of days have been pretty nice. Alright, let's pull it up. I did check that my plug is in, right? Hang on, let's make sure the plug is in there. I know it's back over here somewhere. Yep, it's in there. Oh, fuck, it's loose. Okay, see? Good thing I checked. Hang on, let me tighten that up and we'll come back. Alright, everybody, so I went to go tighten this up and it didn't quite tighten up. So you can see there's some focus. There's some crud on there. I don't know. I might have to get a new drain bolt. I can't tell what's stripped, if it's stripped. There's a bunch of shit on the magnet.
Looks like there's a bunch of stuff in the threads.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the threads too. Let's see here. I don't know. Hard to know. Let me get I got some carbon choke cleaner. We will clean this off. I don't know. It might be one of those things where I just get a new one, but it may or may not solve the problem. I'm hoping the case isn't foobarred. We could always put some thread sealant on. I have actual thread sealant too. Just turn it in there and let me clean this out, and then maybe we'll put some of that. I got gas oil or whatever the heck this stuff is. It's what I used on the oil pump or the oil pressure switch. Hang on. Alright, so I think I'm probably just going to end up getting a new plug. I'm hoping that the threads down there aren't all gacked up. You know, if I have to, I'll get some more. I put this, it wasn't gas oil, it was seal lock, and I tightened it up by hand, and then I just gave it a little just to hold it in place. So I'm hoping that'll take care of it. Like I said, I might just get a new trans plug anyways. I'm hoping that my case isn't screwed. But yeah, I mean, if I want this thing to run, I'm just gonna fill it up with oil. I don't care. So let's just do it. We'll pour in a little bit at first here, maybe half. See what I'm doing here. We got some pig mat, you know, because it's a Harley. It's definitely going to leak at some point. Oh, speaking of Harleys, I hear one right now. Blub, 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 blub. Yeah. Alright, we're almost all the way in. Ooh. Man, it's like Rattle Road Speedway. Every day, every night, every weekend. People go ham over here. Alright. Well, we haven't, you know, I don't know how close we are, but it hasn't started leaking out yet, so we're just gonna, like I said, I'm just pouring the whole thing in here. Just remember, you shouldn't worry if it leaks. You should worry when it stops leaking. It's a Harley thing. Alright. I got some pig mat under it anyway, see? I got some pig mat under there. Fuck it. Alright, there we go. Now, we'll put our plug back in. And, yeah, guys, try not to use a screwdriver on these things. I use like the end of a wrench or something, something that kind of wide. You'll just tear these things up if you use a screwdriver. I know on the adjustment over here, I use a crescent wrench, and it fits in here perfectly. All right, so that on there. And it used to have a breather hole in the top too, so let's see. We'll get a hand tight first. Okay, that's hand tight. Let me get my ranch dressing right here. My little wrench right here. Do it this side. Yeah, that's it. All right. So next thing I'm gonna do is stick a battery in over here, and we're gonna hook up a few grounds and stuff. So let me get the bike a little more situated. I think I want to push the bike this way a little bit more. Hang on. All right, everybody. So I'm getting ready to put in the brand new Harley spark plugs. These are drag specialties, but you know. So I like it because it was black and red. It kind of goes with the wires that I made. So focus. Anyways, let's take out the old plugs. Let's put these in. Gap looks pretty good. I'm not even gonna. That's pretty close. We'll check for spark before we do anything. But let's put these. Let's put them in the boots and see if we're getting spark. Hang on. All right, everybody. So we've got the thing hooked up. Let's put our key in, and we'll check both of them. We'll see if we got a spark over there and on the other one. Oh yeah, we got a spark. Yeah, you can see it. Maybe it's not happy because like it cranked and it didn't start. I don't know what this thing's deal is exactly. I don't know why the box makes that noise. Okay, let's come over to the other one. There we go. Oh man, that's gonna be a good picture if you can. All right. Oh yeah, she is zapping. Perfect. Now, let me put the plugs in it, and I would like to try and crank it. I'd like to try and crank it with the plugs in too, because it's easy to crank with the plugs out. Hang on. All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. Got ourselves some starting fluid with upper cylinder lubricant. Hey, that's actually kind of good. I didn't know that. Usually it doesn't come with lubricant. So I put the new plugs in. And I'm hoping we can just turn this on. I got to do something with these grounds. They're not. I got to get bigger lugs or figure something out. But we'll just tuck that up there. Air cleaner's off. God, it is in neutral. Key switch is right here, just so I remember. Right. All right. Let's see if this thing pops off. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and keep my leg away from the intake too, so it doesn't backfire and ball fire on my leg. All right. We got lights.
Yep.
Got lights. Oh wait, I'm in 4-way. That's okay. I gotta go to the first position on this thing. There we go. Okay.
I saw it flash in front.
Yep. Oh boy.
Do you want me to spray that for you?
Hang on. Maybe I'll just get off the bike, and we'll do it from this side. Fuck it! I'll do it live. All right. All right. Oh, let's try it without. Let's just try it with the plugs in and see what happens. You guys ready? Oh yeah. All right. Cool. So it's that battery's good. All right. Here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? We gotta have a little something first. Oh yes! It's gonna start. It's gonna live. You guys heard it, man. Okay, I want to do that again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Is the idle over here? It's on choke too, so I might. Okay.
You're like a kid at a carnival, man.
I know, this is great. Woo! Hey, don't forget, it's been what, like a year and a quarter or
something?
Year and
a bit, yeah.
All right. Yes! Yes! Ooh, she's stinky. Nice. All right, guys, dude, it started. We got to do it again, right? We got to do it again. That was awesome. And now that we know it runs, I've got the gas bottle, we've got gas, and we got line. We're gonna hook it up. We got plenty of time. We'll just put a little bit in. All right, hang on. Billy's gonna run the camera, and I'm gonna do it again. We'll go over to the other side here. Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, I hope I have oil pressure too. I think I do. I'm sure. There's oil in there. All right, you guys ready? Whew, yeah, that's scary. Hang on. Let's. Oh man, it is so great. It is so great. That is awesome. Let me get the fuel bottle out, and she's gonna run. This is awesome. We'll see you guys in a minute. I'm so excited. All right, Uncle Billy got us a gasket. We all have the same gas tanks, so okay. Oh, thank God this thing's not full of gas. It was full of gas. Drink up, little buddy. Oh, that's probably good enough to start with. At least for a second. Let's go put this somewhere else. Like on my truck.
Upwind.
Alright. Let's get our lid on. Ooh, it smells like gasoline. Dame más gasolina. Alright. Okay. Now we just got to open the valve. Let me get this hooked. And we will raise it up nice and high. Plenty of water column. Okay. Warning. Keep away from flames and other materials. Alright. Turning on the valve. I think up is choke. I think that's what Mr. J said. He wasn't sure. Of course, he's got to put eyeballs on it, but so this is a Makuni. I think up is choke and down is not. Down is run. So we're just going to try it in the choke position. I open the valve. I don't see any gas dripping out of it. Do you? I don't see anything.
Nope.
So I'm sure the float's fine. All right. I may have to tweak the throttle a little bit. You know, that's why I'm gonna. Okay. You guys ready? Hang on. We got lights, camera. You guys ready for some action? Here we go. I'm gonna crack the throttle a little bit. That's the timer. That's the limit of the box, I think. All right, let's put it down. Dude, awesome. Now I just got to figure out which one's the idle. I think it's this one over here. I don't know if this is the air fuel or the idle. We're gonna have to adjust one of these. Let's see. I don't exactly know. Let's try letting this out a little bit. Is that what I want to do? Or do I want to go? No, that pulls it, I think. I think we want to turn it in. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. The thing was still beeping. It could be beeping because it's not receiving power from the generator, something, I don't exactly know. But this battery's pretty gassed up, so I charge it almost to like 15 volts. Alright, let's try that again. Dude, how awesome.
It's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Oh, in the name of God. Now I know what it feels like to be God.
Oh my God, guys, that thing is nasty. It sounds awesome. I can't believe it. This is so cool. It's so sick. This thing is so cool. Okay, so we know it runs. You know, now I can pretty much, I think, you know, I could put the tank on here and everything. As of right now, I think I can just tie up some of the wiring. We can put the tank on, put the valve in it, and we can pop this thing on, and we should be able to ride it around. So this is crazy. You know what I'd like to do is I'd like to open up the oil tank and make sure that we got return oil coming back into the tank. You know what I mean? Let me, because the return's right up at the top here. I don't see anything leaking. Nothing's leaking. You know, I hope that this thing doesn't like forcefully push out oil all over the place. Oh, there's oil up here. Let's bring the camera over here, Billy, and I'll just start it real quick, and we'll see if it shoots out. I'll turn it right off. Just look in here. That's where the oil is coming back from the heads, right here. Okay. Ready? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. Okay. A little foamy, although I expect that to be the case. You know, there's no water or anything in here. Because I just put the oil in like, what was it? A couple weekends ago? Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
You know we have to do it again. I'm just gonna keep doing it because there's gas in the tank and I want to hear this thing run. This is amazing. Just one more time. Oh, shit. Wow. Wow. Now it just starts up, but you know, within a few seconds, and it's already starting to get warm. Oh man. Oh man. I am excited. All right, guys. Well, I guess that wraps it up for this video. The next steps are going to be to tidy this up a little bit, and we'll get the gas tank on and whatnot. But as a parting gift, let's do it again. Come on. All right, that's it. Bye, guys. All right, that's it, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Easy.